Hello! Hello, I'm back. Ronnie, I tried to keep people up to date, so I apologize if you didn't know. So the reason that I've not streamed other than yesterday for the last month or so, and the reason that I streamed X-Plane yesterday was to get back into it. The reason that I've been gone and just disappeared is because you remember the cough that I had last month? Or in October, where I was complaining of a very bad cough. That just kept getting worse, and I decided I'd stop streaming until I got better, expecting it to be maybe a week. Long story made a bit shorter, at least. Went to the doctor, he gave me antibiotics, they kind of worked, and then they didn't. Then the cough came back. So I said, okay, this is slightly concerning now. Went to the doctor again. He was confused. And there was some other slightly worrying stuff that I'm not going to go into. So I got sent to the hospital to try and figure out what the hell was wrong. So they did some blood tests. And they figured out that I had a chest infection. A horrifically bad chest infection. And I was given more antibiotics, this time much more powerful antibiotics. Basically, bacterial nukes. And now I'm mostly better. I'm not 100% still, but mostly better. I've been kind of catching up on sleep, which is fun. By the way, Cornish Simmer Matty, if you're here, thank you very much for becoming a member, renewing your membership. Thank you very much for the €2. Have some money, thank you very much. Oh hey, it's now showing YouTube or super chats and restream chats. Or the restream chat, that's kind of cool. Westbridge Hills in testing. I do not care. I don't care about Westbridge Hills, and I like that map for a bit, but it got old very quickly for me. Why are my hands so cold? Oh, that's not bloomin' failed on me again, has it? I might need to just kick some stuff under my desk to get my radiator working. Hang on. It sometimes goes on a weird fritz, and I've got to kick like everything under my desk to get it to work again. Hopefully that'll fix it. Thank you, Mossy. It's good to be back. Have I been on Meadowgrove? Yes, I was on Meadowgrove for quite a while, Frederick. Quite like it. But, I mean, Nathan being Nathan, there's an update coming. I don't know when. And M. Welder, hello. It's good to be back streaming. It really is. I apologize in part for being away for a month, but I mean, it was much better that I didn't stream than I tried to force myself to stream. And, you know, made things worse. So I can't see what that is. Thank you, that notification, for having tiny text. I've watched my videos in a while. I've not been here for a while, Frederick. I've not been, I've not been streaming for like a month. Gaming M17, thank you for the follow. Over on Twitch. As long as I'm back and I'm reasonably healthy, I'll stream. We're allowed to swear, not really. When's this map out? This map will be out when it passes testing. It's in testing with Giants, but I don't know 100% when it's going to be out. Yes, we have about me. Yeah, you could have asked Landy, but his computer died. Giants give that. I kind of expected that. Yeah, well, so thank you, Spud. I'm more or less okay now. There's probably a small bit left to go still, but nah. I'm as okay as I'm gonna get for a little while. I'm just glad that I didn't end up having to spend a few days in the hospital. I only spent about 6-7 hours in there. Which was painful. You got it back. He didn't get... Well, no, his laptop's dead. There is no saving his laptop. His laptop is completely and utterly dead. So, you know, Landy will not be on his laptop anymore. Francis on YouTube's been very dead. It's been very dead for a while. I'm gonna be honest. It's a game that kind of goes through ebbs and flows, and it's in an ebb at the moment. It's kind of I figured it would be. VF said he got his laptop back. He got his PC back, or not even back. He got his PC to Canada. Hey, Dusty. How's it going, dude? But yeah, his PC is back, or is in Canada now. And it's going to, real talk for a sec, it's going to be, like, at minimum a few days before Landy's able to stream. At bare minimum. What vape do I have? I've stopped vaping for the time being. I need to, has been for me, yeah, very much. I've actually stopped vaping for a bit, due to the fact that at one point while I did have the infection, I vaped and it made everything way worse. So I want to disinfect the vape, and I'm kind of prioritizing some other stuff that I need to get done as well. Like my floor still needs to be done. That I can do after the stream. I need to sort out my mods folder to send it over to Landy, and for my own sake to clean it out. Thank you, Messi. So I'm going to be doing a mod folder clear out tonight to send it over to Landy, so that he can have some mods. And I have to. Vaping's bad for you. People are dying in the USA from it. They are not dying from vaping itself. They're dying from the fact that the USA doesn't actually regulate e-liquids at all. I'm in Europe where it is regulated. I think my problem was just that I hadn't cleaned the You thought what's the point? That's fair enough. I think my problem was that I hadn't cleaned the mouthpiece of my e-cig like ever. So some bacteria must have grown on it, and that's what gave me the chest infection. So what I'm going to do at some point, hopefully tomorrow or the day after, is basically dump all of the innards of my e-cig that I can into into boiling water and disinfect them that way. Possibly a small bit of I'll see if there's any antibacterial liquids downstairs as well, and throw some Milton into the water. Yeah, I'll throw some antibacterial stuff into the water. The water itself should do most of the work. Most bacteria that would grow on that would die at about 37 degrees Celsius. Boiling water is significantly higher, so simply boiling the water would do a hell of a lot. Am I on PS4 or PC? PC. Try some Dettol in the water. I don't want to go Dettol because that's bleach. And even with a few rinses, there'll still be some bleach residue, and that's not good to vaporize. I could also go for what amounts to a vodka disinfection, which involves vodka and setting it on fire. Ideally like pure alcohol, but that's not something that I really have too much of. Vodka would taste nicer. Well, the thing is, like, the vodka would be an alcohol disinfectant. It would work. I'll figure out some sort of disinfection protocol for it. The Tribune is out on PC now. I have no idea what the Tribune is. Don't trust me with fire, I'd burn the house down. Foxtrot, I'll have you know that I'm actually very skilled with fire. You'd go whiskey. I just need something high alcohol content. Ideally, like, rubbing alcohol would be perfect. Hey, it's farming. Who's this guy? I know I've been away for like a month. In my defense, I have been extremely ill. To the point where I literally spent a week and a half, 2 weeks getting up in the morning, going downstairs, or the Tribine, going downstairs and being a potato on the couch, because that was literally all I was fit for. It was not fun. Poutine? We don't have any poutine. I wish we had some poutine, but we don't. I've seen they're bringing the agri-technical mods to the mod hobby. Yes. However, I already have them. Somebody was kind enough to send me a batch link to all the agri-technical mods. A month of coughing, yes. I'm going to expect that I'm actually still going to have some pains until early 2020 from that, because I actually pulled some muscles in my chest, and if I sit wrong, it's quite bad pain. It's no longer excruciating pain if I cough, so I do still have a trailing cough, but it was a lot worse. Getting them all on PS4 and Xbox 2? When did they release the Xbox 2? Hey, Chad. You're annoyed about the parcel. Well, I'm annoyed that your CCTV is pointed in a really dumb way. Oh, he means also. The Axion TerraTrack looks mint. I'm tempted to get that, but there's no TerraTrack tractors in Ireland, really. Have I stopped using the wheel? Not by choice, Frederick. I actually need to try and get it working again. The software for it kind of derped and just refused to allow me to change any settings. Sterogen tablets. Ah, that might be an idea. Yeah, that's I think what the problem was, Campbell, was that I just never cleaned my vape. And obviously it's a very moist environment. So my hypothesis is that because I'd never cleaned it, some bacteria grew in there, and because it's vaporizing into liquid and going into my lungs, that's how I got a chest infection. Matt, I have replaced vaping with something else. I have restarted something that I shouldn't be doing. So, I'll stay on the no nicotine vapes though. Hauling Reds, I mean, they're all kind of a browny grey here now, so... But yes, Matt. Well, I'm gonna be honest, this is like my second time back in Farm Sim in the last month or so. Like, you guys might not know this, but I don't generally play Farm Sim to chill. I play it for streams, I play it for video, well, when I do some videos, I play it for videos, but I mainly stream it. Like, most of my Farm Sim time is streaming, so it's not something that I generally play to chill out. I went on last night, came on last night onto Farm Sim to set up the map again, and that was the first time in like a month I'd opened Farm Sim. In 10 years, yeah. I'm like working my way towards quitting. I'm hoping that 2020 is the year that I stop inhaling stupid stuff. That's the plan anyways. To come off everything at some point during the year 2020. So as part of the setup, you might have noticed that I plowed 2 fields. Oh, I plowed this field. I also plowed field number 3. So we can get straight into, you know, cultivation and planting. When time's right, I'll stop. I mean, the time's always right to stop. It's just a case of getting my head into the right spot. You haven't played the game since July. It's a game that you can kind of just stop playing for a while. Can't plow in Kansas. You definitely can in Ireland, though. No-till isn't really a thing. Also, there's a gap in the hedge that I'm going to use. Ta-da! You uninstalled Farm Sim a while ago. I mean, you play CSGO, Matt. You can't really say much about good games. None taken, Massey. Mainly because, frankly, I agree with you. It's a stupid thing to do. You shouldn't do it. Play it all the time, every day, on PC and PS4. I can get bored of games really quickly, though. This is my problem. Like, if I don't have a huge variety of things to do, I get very bored very quickly. I'm gonna count this as a hole in the hedge because, I mean, there's, like, no hedge there. It's a good map. This is a very good map. It's one of my downfalls is, like, I'll get bored of even just gaming for a while, just not play games. I mean, it's always been dumb. It's just before people didn't know how dumb it was. Do I watch that? I don't watch any Farm Sim channels, Frederick. I do not watch Farm Sim videos. How old am I? 20. Oh god, how old am I? 28? I think. Yeah, 28. I don't want... You're 48? But, no, I don't watch farm sim videos at all. I don't find... This is gonna sound weird. I don't find farm sim videos enjoyable. Like, one bit. But in terms of, like, content made by Dago and the person, I will watch the crap out of machinery restore videos. I love those. And I'll tune into streams from Dagger. No problem at all. I find streams much more enjoyable. And I obviously shoot out in his Discord. I don't like people in there, so. It's just the farm sim side of things that I just can't... I can't deal. Hey, SG. How's it going today, dude? So... You watch me from Eve. One of my face cam was bigger. It's big enough. Find Dagger's videos quite useful even though you're a real farmer. Well, the thing is, for me, this is the way... That one's too rigid for you. I mean, that's fair enough. You know, there's some people I just can't bring myself to watch because I don't like the way that they present their streams. Whether it's the way they talk, the way they sound, the way that their layout is, I just can't bring myself to watch them. So, each to their own. I'm pretty good, SG. I was gonna say, oh yeah, the main reason I don't watch farm sim videos, other than the fact that they're not as enjoyable as they used to be, is that I don't want to steal people's ideas. I don't want to, you know, watch a video and say, oh, that's a really good idea, I'm going to do that. Because that's lazy. You know, the stuff that I come up with is entirely me. It's me doing my own thing, and if it happens to be something similar to what somebody else is doing, then tough luck. I'm doing my thing in my way with my spoon. I will say, Dagger's roleplay and the effort he puts in and the continuity is amazing. And even though I don't watch it, I enjoy like going into his Discord and watching people talking about it in the dedicated roleplay channel. It's amazing. I'm sorry, Liam, the reason I've stopped doing vids, frankly, is because I was really bored recording them. I felt like I had to record them. So they weren't very fun. Hey, Brennan and Brad. I'm doing pretty good today, Brennan. How are you? You might notice I'm not putting as much power into my voice at the moment as I did before I went away, because I physically can't. This is about as good as my voice gets at the moment. Hey, Jag. It's going pretty good today. How's it going with you? You missed the pinkness. It was 19. Sorry I was away for so long, James. And everyone. But, I had to... Really bluntly, I had to put myself first and put my health first. And... my priority over the period I was away was basically keeping myself as warm as I could, so I was sat beside the fire daily. Do I have a Discord? Yes, it should be linked in the description. If one of the mods wants to use the !Discord command, Nightbot will link it as well. While tractors do not buy up money, dramatic music intensifies. Bear in mind that my Discord is a bit... There are no links in the... God dang it! Put the wrong description in. I need to reset my default description to have all those damn links in there. Well, YouTube is kind of my job, Brendan, so I do feel like I need to apologize for being gone for a month. Yay, James. You know, if you took a month off your job, you'd be having to find a new job, probably. But you'd be having to at least apologize. My boss is very angry at me that I took a month off. My Discord is mayhem and comedy. And at the moment, I'm randomly renaming people with Christmas-themed names. When I get bored, I come up with a Christmas pun and give it to somebody. They're never very good, but yeah, I'm there. But thank you for that, and I'm older. I'm not looking forward to seeding this field, by the way, because I've only got a 3-meter seeder. This is quite a large field. Also, I've not figured out a crop rotation for this map at all yet. It's just not something I've considered. And with 2 fields, that's going to be fun. I think I might do 2 separate rotations. One on each field. See you, Massey. Yeah, if you guys want to join the Discord, feel free, but don't expect it to be like all farm sim chat all the time. It's cool, there's tractors in the traffic on this map. It's more immersive for sure. Will Kappa affect me in any way? No. I have never gone out of my way to target kids with the way that I do my videos. Sure, they've always, or even my streams, sure, they're family friendly, but I don't necessarily target kids, so Kappa shouldn't affect me. And if, you know, the FCC somehow decides the farm sim is targeting kids, then bye-bye farm sim, I'm going to play a different game now. Oxen needs new test map considering it's failed 3 times. Thing is, I can guarantee those fails were things that either we couldn't see, or things that we thought would be fine. That Giants said, no, actually you can't do this anymore. How's Landy? Landy's good. He is busy getting his PC sorted. Skinny boy from Wales, hello, by the way. But yeah, the big downfall of trying to test maps is you can't actually test everything. Campbell, it does sound bad, but with Kappa in effect now for YouTube, it, you know, it's something that channels kind of have to say. Which, like, this stream, this channel is not for kids. It's not aimed at kids. It's my favorite tractor, Massey 135 or the Fergie TE20. Kind of in between those two. You haven't watched this for a long time? I've not streamed this for a long time. I know Giants fully tested and provides full reports, so you only use 3 submit the once. Because often, and this is a legit problem with Giants, often the reports that he gets back are contradictory. He's had stuff passed that later has failed. It's the fail that he hasn't fixed, and then it's passed. So the consistency is an issue with Giants testing. And always has been. It's something that I feel should be looked at and be a bit more strict. Shamrock coming for Xbox, yes. This is effectively the console version of Shamrock. It's the same on PC and on console. There's no changes between the two, so what you get on what you're seeing here is hopefully what'll make it to console. I have a couple of concerns of stuff that I think might be failing the map, namely the tractors and traffic. I've been ill. Yeah, I have actually. I've been ill for like a month. The tractors and traffic and the drivable boat, which is here. They're the two concerns of things that I think might be failing the map. Or might have failed the map. And then there's the weird technical stuff that is like physically impossible to test. Also, the Airbus A380 that's doing the rounds, that is branded Emirates, which I don't know if Giants will allow. But it's all stuff that, to a certain extent, Oxy knew was going to be potentially challenged going into, like, uploading the map. If those three fails or those three items, then I'm kind of not surprised. Because, yeah, Oxy likes pushing the boat out and then making it drivable. And sometimes that means that his map is going to fail on something that he's tried to do that's really cool, but Giants don't like. And that sucks. It really does, but, yeah, it happens. Hey, 2019 farming. I am good today. Thank you very much for asking. I'm feeling pretty good. Bit cold. Because it's like 2 degrees, but pretty good. Actually, how hot? How cold is it outside? Still a good map though. It's a good map even if he removes the things that I make it that I think kind of push it over over the edge in terms of coolness. Oh, my radiator is working. 7 degrees outside. Just keep it on half power. But, you know, if you take out the tractors and traffic, the plane that does little loops, and the drivable boat, it's still a really good map. They're just cool little gimmicks that Oxy's put in. The train might actually also be a small issue, now that I think about it. What class is this? It's an 800 Axion 800, which is the same tractor that was in my back garden for a week earlier this year. I've gone with equipment and vehicles that are reasonably believable for Ireland. We're gonna start updates, that stuff floating away. Oh, Jeremy. See, that wouldn't happen with me. That wouldn't happen if I was testing Welker. I'd fail it, solely because stuff was floating. No, your map's not finished. You haven't locked everything down to the ground. Fix it. I spent in FS17 about an hour, maybe longer, going around this map just making sure nothing was floating. It's it's like the first thing I do when I'm testing an Oxy map is just run around checking for floaties. Because they're pretty easy to find and pretty easy to sort. So the big visual stuff is usually out of the way fairly quickly. Then it's on to just testing the nitty-gritty technical side of things with triggers and whatnot. And even that is now streamlined. I reckon with the streamlining myself and Landy have been able to figure out, we reckon we can test a brand new map from day one of testing to finish testing in about 2 full days. If we went ham and split up the work between us, we could test a full map in 2 days. Start to finish. Mars Paradise, really nice model. The issue with Mapper's Paradise, and I mean this with the greatest of respect, is that they've got great guys who work in modeling, and great guys who know how to make a good model. The problem is they don't really have very good mappers anymore. They used to have the best of the best, and then everybody left for one reason or another. And I don't really know the reasons, nor do I want to, but most of the mappers that were with Mapper's Paradise left. And they're for people with not much experience in mapping. So you're getting kind of beginner level maps from a group that used to be known for the best of the best stuff. And that's why people can kind of at times coming down hard on Mapper's Paradise. And I kind of do as well to an extent at times, but I know what the deal is there. I know that the people that are still in Mapper's Paradise aren't massively experienced. Your dad's Northern Irish? He's from Northern Ireland. It's not outside, it's gonna be 4 degrees for next week. Fun times ahead. Slush puppies. Now remember, Yanis, don't eat yellow slush. That is bad ideas. Oh crap, I thought I was finished this field. No, I'm only about halfway done. Holding on to hope that mappers do a decent job in the Linear Farmers Farm. I think, like, as they make more maps, they're gonna get more knowledge. I would hope that they're learning as they go, frankly. Because the single worst thing they can do is to continue making the same mistakes, because that's just showing they're not learning as they go. I don't like Welkers, and it's no fault of Mapper's Paradise. It's just I don't think that the area they chose is particularly suited to farm sim. I don't think it's a map kind of. I don't think the area, no matter who worked on it, would make it for a good map. I think it's just dull and flat. Getting frost in Cornwall. Yeah, we're gonna have frost here tonight, I would guess. But that's oddly something a lot of people forget, is like some areas just aren't suited to being made into a map. Like, no matter how much you polish a turd, an area that isn't suited to a map is still not going to be suited to a map. You can't make a good map out of a bad area. there's parts of Ireland that I'm sure would be really fun to farm in real life, but I don't think would be very good in game. Graphics look a lot better on your Xbox. I would kind of hope so, because this is on PC with a 2070. I am back at JTAF. I have finally stopped coughing long enough to stream well, even though I'm coughing still during the stream. That's, yeah, Jeremy, that's where I'm kind of at with the inconsistencies. Like, I get that they're tough on Oxy because they know that he's got the quality. You know, they know Oxy's quality, but I feel like if they're going to be that tough on him, they should be that tough on everybody. And then the community will complain because everything's failing. You know, there's a balancing act that Giants need to have, and in terms of consistency, and right now I don't think they're hitting it. Have I go on FS20? No, I could have asked Giants to send me a copy for my phone. Thing is, my phone's a turd. My phone chugs opening Discord, so I wouldn't have very good opinions of FS20 because my phone isn't very good. So, in the interest of fairness, I decided it's probably a good idea if I, don't try and get FS20 on my phone. Yeah, it's been a while, Surf. It's been over a month since I've streamed Farm Sim. Due to being hellishly ill. But I'm good now. If I wasn't good, I wouldn't stream. Comically, at the start of 2019, I distinctly remember saying this. I said I would be putting myself first this year. And really, the last month has been a test of can I really do that? Yes I can. Do I know horsepower this tractor is 205? That's 205 horsepower from memory. Let me check real quick once I get to the end here. 205! Boom. Sorry for checking my phone, by the way. I still haven't got the thing. You might remember a month ago I was talking about, oh, I might be getting the thing soon. I still haven't got the thing. So, But yeah, that's exactly it, Yanis. It's like... Oh, I just realised I didn't have any of my fruit juice this morning. I'll have some after the stream. I've also started eating healthier. So, I've got hooked on apple and mango juice. And, oh, there's some mango downstairs too for me. Ooh. Might have some mango too tonight. I've got on a health kick that's... like, I should really eat better and lose weight. Because I weigh far too much. And I eat badly. So, after finding new fruit and veg that I like, raw carrots and mangoes, as well as the normal, apples, bananas and whatnot, they're all delicious. One thing I have learned, though, from yesterday's stream specifically, is that maybe I'm real book for the thing, but at a later date. Yes, they literally the last email I got was, "Hey, we're still working on the thing, and we're getting it ready to send it to you guys, but we're gonna send you another email soon, telling you when you're gonna get the thing." And that was last week, so I'm expecting another email next couple of days, maybe. Because I think what was going on was they didn't want to release it just before Thanksgiving. To avoid, like, potentially needing people in the office in Seattle on Thanksgiving. Which is, you know, fair enough. So it's gonna be between, I would guess, like, late this week, early next week. And then, like, a bit of a run-up to Christmas kind of thing. At this point in time. And from what I can tell, I've been pre-booked for everything else that's going to be going on around the thing. Which is kind of cool. Am I playing online? I mean, yes, because I'm streaming, but no, because this is single player. You gave up on it. I am still hyped. My hype levels remain high. Let's use the other tractor for... Actually, can I use the other tractor for seeding? I did not think of this. 140. 160 required. No, I cannot. Actually, let's pre-fertilize the fields. It's going to come out on the 12th of December. What makes you say that, Matt? Or have they sent an email out now? What have I, oh, I've hit a road sign. That's the day you go to Norway. Yeah, you're going off to see Santa then, Matt. Like the big boy you are. Every so often in my headset I just hear this big boom. And I'm slightly concerned what the hell's causing it. Should probably open this gate. Oh, it opens that direction. It's not very long for anything, it's just like boom. Just like somebody's sending a puff of air out. But it's concerning because this headset's still quite new. Santa would be nice, but no. You might turn up a bone cable or something? No. That's what's concerning about it. It's just like completely at random, it's poof. Why are you doing this? Why are you puff? Might be on the way. I hope not. If they are, I'm gonna use some questionable quality backups for a little while and then like go all out and get like €100 set of headphones. Or €100, like one of those super high quality professional headsets, because I mean, I'm on this thing enough to justify it, so might as well. Might as well go all out. I'm going to be honest, by the way, I wasn't expecting to finish the cultivating today. I wasn't expecting to get this far into getting things done. You got yours for £15. Thing is, I'm very picky about computer components, especially sound components, so I generally spend a good bit of money on stuff. Most times your headphones die because the cable snapped off. Mine usually just wear out. Like my last set of Sennheisers, the leather had basically just worn out. The headphones have worn out. The pair before that, one of the cups was failing. The right cup itself was failing because it was so old. So I'm not exactly the kind of person that rockets through headphones, so expect to see this headset for a while to come. Even though it's like ridiculously blue around the general ear area. Why did I find that one when this one's so much more blatantly blue? Because I'm always looking in this direction. I'm going to take a short break in a couple of minutes just to kind of catch my breath a bit. Something I learned yesterday when I was doing the Explain stream. Giannis, do you think I would complain about Rainbow RGB considering my name? That would be very fitting for my branding. But I'm going to take a break in a couple of minutes, just for like 5 minutes or so, once I get this field done, just to catch my breath and gather myself to finish the stream. Because something I learned yesterday was that after about an hour or so of streaming, I kind of hit an energy well, and I need to just take a couple of minutes break to get myself back together again. The PC is off, the RGB is on, and that would 100% fit my rent. Yes. Rainbow everything is on brand. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to straight up pause Farm Sim and bring up the BRB screen for like 2-3 minutes just so I can take a bit of a break. I'll mute my mic and all that kind of stuff. So I'll be back in a mo. There we go. Much better. Actually, no, because I've got the wrong tab open in Chrome, and I need to have these things open, and there we go. Now it's better. Sorry for that. I just... No, don't do that. It's better that I take a short break than end up with no energy at the end of the stream. Also, I put some more water into my water bottle, so... Now my 5-litre drum's empty. But my water bottle now has a lid that makes a bit more sense. I'm gonna get stuck behind this deer. Come on. There we go. Get this field done, then we'll start seeding. And then we'll have to do some lime spreading, I think. By the way, I should mention I did put 50 cows onto the map, so we will periodically have to, at least for the first year, buy some TMR and stuff. Hello, Frederick. Hello, hello, hello. Chat is very quiet today. Went from very alive to very quiet. I think I might have bored people. But, you know, playing with seasons is the kind of stuff that you need to do. I do prefer playing with seasons because it... Honestly, I find seasons much more enjoyable than base game mechanics. There's a bit more of a regimented style to seasons. I'm just thinking I'll need plenty of straw for the cows. Can't get seasonal Xbox yet. Yeah, I just realised I turned up the music when I went for the little break and I forgot to turn it back down. There we go. Also, this song just sucks. You're in Farmington detox, not by choice. You've been busy at home preparing for the holidays. I was like that for the last month or so, where I just wasn't playing Farmington because most of the time I was downstairs and using the crap top, or Spud Pewter, or whatever you want to call it this week. I need to crack that out again soon. And finish doing what I was doing on it. Seems to be the only one in chat at the moment. That happens. I think a lot of people are using the stream as a bit of a podcast and playing Farm Sim. Or playing other games. Because I know that I have a habit of doing that when I'm watching a stream, as I'll open up another game. Tater Salada, hello. Dennis in Denmark. That makes 2 Danes that I know of called Dennis. You're literally doing that right now. See? I know how you guys work. You on 5 days, it's record for you. I mean, I went a month, the better part of a month without explaining. That was quite a lot. And then the Black Friday sales happened. And now my bank account is empty. Because I bought 3 new planes. One of which I probably won't use for the world tour, because I need to learn how to fly the damn thing properly. The other 2, one I used yesterday, which was the Rotate MD-80. And the other is the Flight Factor A320, which you've been in Discord, you know, I've been ranting about that being in the... or wanting that in the Black Friday sale. And it was, and I got it for good value. And I'm quite happy. You like to hear me ramble? I mean, I do ramble a lot. So, I'm not taking that offense as kind of a negative. Thanksgiving and Black Friday. Thanksgiving is the day before Black Friday. So it's the 3rd Thursday in November is Thanksgiving, and then the day after is Black Friday. Black Friday straight up is just a marketing gimmick by American companies trying to get another like special day of sales in. Look forward to another English map coming soon. I hope you don't mean this one, Reese, because it's Irish. Do we have Thanksgiving over it? No. We have Black Friday, but we don't have Thanksgiving. Our main turkey day is Christmas. See you, Frederick. And you got like Cyber Monday then, after Black Friday, because Amazon realized that, hang on a second, we're not making the most of Black Friday. We need another day to use just for marketing. Gross Farm has been a good while in testing, yeah. To be honest, this is the map that I was looking forward to the most, and I guess after this is going to be... It's going to be Bessie Beneath, really. Yeah, Bessie Beneath from Dusty. Thanksgiving is only a US-Canada thing, and Canadian Thanksgiving is in October. You know, we have the 2 really big feast days here, 3 I guess, are Christmas, New Year's and Easter. Other than that, we don't really do random huge public holidays other than St. Patrick's Day. That is a public holiday here. Do you have any opinion on Seasons for console? I mean, I like Seasons, so... Does that count as an opinion on Seasons for console? Other than that, like, I wish people would be a bit more patient, because... Seasons is one of these mods that has 5 trillion moving parts, so there's a lot that needs to be tested. And the impatience is... equal parts comical and annoying. Yeah, it's a marketing ploy, as all Black Friday is. To this day. I mean, Chad, I made fun of Black Friday, but I mean, I do like the Black Friday sales on the X-Plane store, because I get to buy the planes that I want for cheap. Because the A320 I bought is like $100 normally, and I got it for like 50 or 60. And the MD-80 I bought is usually about an $80 plane, and I got it for 50. Or 45 or something. Come out for 17 on console around this time, praying for a miracle again. I reckon it'll be out before Christmas. Wait, why am I going up to the yard? The fertilizer's down in the shop. Got some clothes for cheap. Yeah, I mean, don't knock it if you get something good. Especially if you can get 2 things for the price of like 1 thing normally. I was also hoping on buying like a 727 or a 737-300, but I didn't have enough money left over after the two big buys. So that kind of sucked, I guess. I completely forgot that I had the 3,000 litre capacity tanks as well. There we go. Hey Sylvan, how's it going today, dude? By the way, I'm not using a front tank because I don't really need to for the fertilizer. I was toying with the idea when I was setting up last night, and I realized that I don't really need the front tank at all. $15–30% off at best. Those type of sales happen every month. Yeah, the X-Plane sale only happens on Black Friday. So I've been waiting for it for a few weeks now because I wanted to buy just Flight Factor A320. So I'm glad that it happened when it did. I'm glad the 320 was on sale. Otherwise, I would have purchased a different plane. Hey, Rob. I'm doing okay? I'm doing good now. Been doing good for the last 4 days now, which is nice. 3-4 days of not feeling horrific. Ben States, thank you for the follow over on Twitch. Can't see Twitch yet. Did I play Call of Duty? No. I don't like first-person shooters, like, at all. Hello, M1 Cubes. Zarian 4,500 arrows and the Hardy 3 points per hour. Looks like it's self-propelled. Nice. In real life, like, here's a minor complaint about the class DLCs. In real life, you can't actually get fertilizer buckets for the back of the Zerion, so it does become a self-propelled sprayer, so I'm kind of surprised Giants or Class didn't include that. But I guess they might be third party, so it might be a bit more difficult. So that is that done. All I need to do now is grab the cedar and get going on that. Actually, let's make up a crop rotation, because that does need to be done as well. I'm gonna kind of hobble one together fairly quickly once we drop this off at the yard. Because I need to pick up the cedar anyway, so I might as well. Now we're gonna seed field 1 first because of the smaller of the 2 fields. Do the cows need cleaning out? They do. They've produced some manure. I can do that as well before we get on to the seeding. What if you just would like to see an FS21? I would love to see orchard farming put into the game. As well as, and I know this wouldn't be great for consoles, so they're probably not going to do it. I'm using money cheats for other things. I'm using money cheats. I always use money cheats to set up. And I'm still kind of in the setup phases of this map. But I'd love to see a small square baler, conventional baler, and some sort of accumulator. Like a 9 or 12 bale accumulator put in for early game bales, because as things stand, there's progression on most things except baling. Like, you basically choose at the start of the game, I'm going round bales, or I'm going square bales, and that's it. Like, that's your big decision. And once you've made it, you've made it. And yeah, there's no progression there. Is it Alt S for seasons? Yes. So let's get a crop rotation planner on the go. We'll start off with oats. Then go... canola. Then... let's go corn instead, and then go... then canola. Can I get a bigger multiplier on... no. Yeah, then canola. Then back to barley. And then... we can go OSR. We'll go canola again, and then actually no, we'll go corn again, and then canola. That's a good rotation, kind of. The small cotton harvester mod? No, and I'm using default geo, so I can't grow cotton on this map. Cotton physically cannot grow. And that is an intentional decision on my part, because cotton doesn't grow in Ireland. Nor does sugarcane. Now, can I fill up both sides of this with... seeds, or is the... okay, the other side's for fertilizer. When is this on console? When it passes testing. I know where you can find one. If I did, I'd use it on other maps. However, I do not, so I cannot. This is going to be on console max when it's past testing. Which I know is a non-answer to your question, and I apologize, but it's the only answer I can give you. Yeah, I can't give you a date. If I could, I would. To be fair, if I could tell you exactly when and be correct all the time, I would have said yesterday. Hang on, that's wheat, that's not oats. Can I reseed? Oh, this looks like it's got a cultivator on the front, so it should be no-till. Need a bigger seeder? No, I don't. I hate this thing in Farm Sim where people are like, oh, you need to have the biggest stuff all the time, always. No. No, I need a seeder that suits the field I'm doing. Oh, yes, it is no-till. This field and the other field over there, they can easily be done by 3 meter. In fact, the other field will be using 4.5 meter. Because I'm putting some corn down the other field. At least 6. No. No. This is the way I play. If it's not the way you play, good for you, you play differently to me. But I don't change my equipment on a map because somebody says, "Oh, your seeder's too small. You should be using a 6-meter seeder." Well, if that was the case, I'd be using nothing but 6-meter seeders all the time, and that's not fun to me. And starting off with 3 meters means that I can progress up to 6 meters when I get another field. Yeah, I genuinely prefer using smaller equipment to start off with. Like, if there was a conventional square baler, a small square baler, I would have that instead of the... I've got a massy square baler at the moment. I totally have a smaller square baler. And just use that because, hey, you know, you don't start off with massive equipment in real life. You don't get into farming and immediately have a quad track and a Lexion and a huge square baler. You start off with what you can afford. You don't start off with millions. John Deere and Crow baler, do I have that? No, I genuinely just don't like those. I don't like those balers. They never... I did like them before, but I don't know, they just don't do anything for me anymore. They're like cheating, it's crazy. I mean, you're talking to somebody who's cheated in 5 million to start the map. So, I mean, money isn't really the issue for me. It's just picking equipment that I think is believable for the map is generally what I do. So there will be some maps where I'll start off with like 6 meter equipment because it's small enough that it's something that you could believably start off that area with, or see in that area, and it's big enough that you can do things in a reasonable time frame. Do I think FS21 will require more PC performance? I would presume so, yes. But at the same time, I think that extra performance will be kind of marginal. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be suddenly you need a 2070 to play the game. It might be that you need... you know, a low-end 900 card as recommended. Farm Sim is one of these games that has always been very catering to people on lower budgets, and very good for people on lower budgets, because Giants try to optimize the snot out of the game, and it's only when you start introducing mods that you really need the big beastly performance. Because, in the nicest possible way, mods cannot be as optimized as the base game. Mods can try pretty damn hard, but it's almost impossible to get a mod to be as optimized as anything in the base game with the same level of quality. Just because Giants can finagle it so their code does something tricky to it. Yeah, or do something tricky to their own stuff. They're not gonna, like, intentionally cripple mods. But, modders are getting pretty damn close. Is it just me, or is this putting down, like, little tiny tram lines? Hey, if you have the Docero and HP hard find, which I misread 3 times as I was reading your name as Hardfield. So be glad that I got your name right at attempt number 4, which is when I actually said it. But I think Cattle and Crops, if they get it right, I think Farm Sim is a serious competitor. This draws tram lines, you can lift them with the mouse. Does it? No? Going back to Cattle and Crops question, I think it has a lot of potential for the guys that want the super duper hardcore simulation. You know, Farm Sim is very simcade. I like it being simcade. I'm not gonna pretend like it, you know, is a super duper hardcore sim. It's a simcade game. It's a game at heart. And a lot of the stuff that Farm Sim has that people question is usually the answer is, well, it's for balance reasons, for gameplay reasons, it's for X, Y, and Z reasons that aren't to do with realism. And, you know, there's a group of people who don't like Farm Sim doing that, and they're completely within their rights to not like Farm Sim doing that. And Cattle and Crops is more based towards them. Am I one of the people who wants super mega detailed hardcore farming simulation? No. I quite enjoy the simcade aspects of Farm Sim because I can make fun of them. And at heart, you know, when I'm playing Farm Sim, I see myself as a bit of a... You know, I enjoy doing the comedy bits. And with Cattle and Crops, I can't really do that. So... you know, I don't like how I don't like the pace of Cattle and Crops at all. It's far too slow paced for me. He says while seeding at 10 kilometers an hour. I was a 3-meter seeder on a reasonably kind of mid-sized field. But I don't like how Cattle and Crops plays. I like the ideas they're going with in parts. I like what they're trying to do, and that's to cater to kind of a niche audience of the niche audience that want Farm Sim games. Do I think they can succeed? No. No, I think they can succeed insofar as they will probably eventually release the game. But in terms of like being as successful as Farm Sim, I don't see that happening. I just don't. They're going for a niche within a niche. They're never going to get the level of mainstream popularity the Farm Sim gets, albeit through memes. You know, a lot of people... I mean, Yogscast, for God's sake, they're doing their big Jingle Jam thing, and yesterday they were playing Farm Sim. Because it's a meme. You know, I'm fine with Farm Sim being a meme in the mainstream. It gets eyes on, and, you know, some people who start playing it to meme will realize, hang on a second, this is actually quite good. Or will think, hang on, this is quite good, I'm quite enjoying this, and start playing it seriously. That's how I got started. Cattle and Crops, you can't really do that. You know, they've effectively lost viral marketing immediately. And, oh, hello, Alpay Ahmed, or Ahmed. I'm never sure how to pronounce that name. So apologies if I've screwed your name up. That said, I would like to see Candle Crop succeeding just because it puts Giants under a bit of pressure. I'm being honest. Like, Giants under pressure is the best case scenario. Because coming into FS19, Giants were under pressure. And they changed a lot of the stuff. You know, they made the game look prettier. Robert, I'm not entirely sure what you did either. It was one of the mods that kind of... I think they saw that you were appearing a lot in chat and just kind of reflex timeout is what I'm going to say there. But it wasn't me that did it. Some people think that, oh, Dave, you banned me from your channel. I'm like, no, I didn't. If I did, I would have made a big song and dance about banning you. So I've seen people doing that, coming into streams, going into Landy streams and like, Dave, you banned me from your channel. I'm like, no, I didn't. 90% of the modding 95% of the modding done on this channel is not done by me. If I need to moderate, it means somebody's getting banned and they ain't getting unbanned. Because they've done something to aggressively annoy me. I see people in here, like, when Landy appears, like, Landy, you banned me from your channel. Like, no, he didn't. Very few YouTubers actually do the banning themselves. But they get all the stick for the actions of the mods, so... you're fine, Rob. You're fine. It's good to have somebody to chat to. Hey, Edward. Sorry, a bit late. Well, I'm still streaming, so I mean... oh god, I'll be finished up soon. Because we just spotted the time. I do remember you, Danny Boy. Because I kept making Danny Boy jokes at you. About pipes. If I can make fun of somebody's name, they're actually slightly more memorable to me. It's been a while. I mean, I've not streamed for the last month. This is my second stream. Since the end of October. So. I'm kind of de-rusting a bit. And it's gonna be a little bit before I've fully de-rusted, I think. Because taking a month off is a surprisingly long time. It's surprising how quickly, you can kind of get rusty with streaming. What sucks is it was the month before December, so I ain't getting a Christmas payout. I look at my money for November, it's like 28 euros or something like that. It's like, I'm not getting paid until January, am I? But I'm hoping the ad ref from the pre-roll ads, because I don't play ads during streams. I do if you're watching the VOD. There are ads in the VOD because YouTube pre-bakes them and I can't be bothered taking them out. But I don't really run ads during the streams live because I might say something funny while there's an ad playing and then you'll miss it. So if you do see ads during the stream, it's YouTube forcing them in. This little sulky cedar is, like, surprisingly good. I wish it went a bit faster. But, like, for a 3-meter cedar, I quite like it. I mean, as much as I like the fact that it goes faster, I feel like the speed that does go at is believable. So, just like I just like it to go faster because I'm impatient. Thought something went very wrong there, and then I realized, hang on, no, restream, or not restream. What's it called? Pretzel is just hidden in under my OBS, just enough that I can see the colors of the album covers that it shows, and the one currently playing has a red album cover. So I saw this giant red thing appearing in my in the corner of my eye. I'm like, what's broken now? But it's all good. There's somehow nothing broken. However, I do think I'll be finishing this stream up very, very soon, because I do need to do mod folder clear out, which is going to take a little bit. There's like a pile of clothes behind me that I need to sort through and figure out what's clean, what's not, and bring the dirty stuff downstairs, and then I want to just give my floor a sweep. And just get rid of some of the garbage that I've got accumulated over the last month. And then tomorrow I should be good to like stream until 7. As per usual, even though it's like 10 to 7 now. Tomorrow I should be good to go mostly as per usual. Expect to see the little 5-minute breaks about halfway through. For a little bit yet, just as I kind of get my energy back. Because I'm still not 100%. But, yeah, I think that's... Welcome back. Thank you very much, Golgo. It's good to be back. I did actually miss streaming. I wanted to come back sooner, but I just wasn't ready. I'm sure there was at least one person that thought I'd just up and quit YouTube. Well, I was gone for a month. But, you know, when you gotta deal with health stuff, you gotta put that before everything else. So, there wasn't a whole hell of a lot I could do. I'm glad I'm back too, Gogo. I think it'll take a little bit for streams to go back to the way they were with lots of people in. But I'll just kick my controller. Hang on, the game's frozen because every time I do that, it throws up errors. Give it a second, give it a second, give it a second. Should be good right about now. No, another couple of seconds yet. There we go. If you're wondering what was going on there, it trips a little call stack. I'm not entirely sure why, but it trips a massive call stack on literally every control. which it never did before, as far as I can tell. So that's a weird new problem that has happened with Farm Sim lately. But even though it's about 10 minutes earlier than I normally would, I am going to finish the stream now, just so I can get as much done this evening as I can. Like I said, I got to do mod folder clear out and just sort my room out in general. So I will call it here. I will see you guys tomorrow. I'll be back on Shamrock tomorrow. Finishing... I might do some of the seeding tonight. But definitely like doing more tomorrow, and then hopefully getting the lime spreader out and doing that. Moving forward to doing some grass and stuff. So until then, stay safe and goodbye.